Collaborating with other creators? I'm pretty sure I have some stuff in the works like that. I've done like crab game with other streamers the other week. So I have streamer friends that I do stuff with. It's just you can't collab with people every stream unless you're Mizkif. So I have to like also focus on creating my own solo content that's good. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that comparatively to most smaller streamer friends. I think my YouTube I'm really proud of my YouTube. I think my YouTube's kind of pretty solid. I have a lot of good videos that are like actually good watches, in my opinion at least, and a lot of my viewers' opinions too. From what I've seen, you can be a 100 viewer Andy and still have only like 5 chatters. Yeah, exactly, which is not what I want. I want 100 viewers and 100 chatters. YouTube's how I found you? Yeah, there you go. Exactly. YouTube's the GOAT. YouTube is what I really like. The more I like, every time I like don't go live, I like think about it. I'm like missing a day of being live doesn't really doesn't do much in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't hurt you that much, although it does hurt you because I'd rather be live every day and make impressions every day. I feel like it doesn't do as much as like if I don't upload for like 2 weeks, then that's like bad. But I'm also a one-man operation, so uploading daily is like a huge time sink for me. Like when I was uploading like 3 videos a day for the game jam, it was like I wake up at, it's like 12, I shower, I get on my computer, I edit, I eat dinner, I go live 8 to like 3 a.m. After I'm done live, I edit a video. I keep editing till like I get the video done for the next, or another video done, and then I'd go to sleep, and then I'd wake up and get another video done, stream, get another video done, go to sleep. You know, it was like constant videos being pumped out. I was literally I was on my computer like 16 hours, no more than that, like 20 hours, and sleeping like 4 essentially to get 3 videos out a day. Because I'm my own editor, I'm my own everything, social media manager. I mean, just look at all the attention I've gotten from like Ludwig this like past month, and how little our channel has like changed. Like, yeah, there's new faces in chat a little bit, and the YouTube's gotten like 200 subs, but nothing's changed. We're still in the exact same position we were beforehand. Remember when you guys were like, oh, he's gonna be famous? I knew the whole time, like, this is not gonna do shit. It's a cool opportunity. Yeah, it's gonna give me some growth, but I'm not gonna like blow up because I was in one like SAP tournament, unless I like won, I guess. But even then, like, no. Everything in school, whole life has been so easy, and it makes school minus PE and events boring. Well, it gets less easy, I'll tell you that much. I would agree with that. I always found school to be lame. There's only a couple classes in high school that I actually like learned and enjoyed what I was learning. Most of the stuff's just like I don't even have to try and I'll get good grades because it's just so fucking brain dead, and they have to explain it to people like they're babies because people are literally so fucking brain dead. Like, you ever be in an honors class and then there's this girl that's like some try-hard school sweat, and she asks like 50,000 questions because she's actually fucking brain dead. She just studies like nonstop, and then I'm just sitting in the back like, holy shit, man, how much clearer does he have to be? Like, that was my biggest flex in high school. I was just naturally smart without having to try at all, and people hated it. This girl used to drive me to school senior year because she had a car and I didn't, and we had like some classes together, like physics and shit like that. Or this is junior year. I think it was junior year, because I was taking physics. And she would like, basically we would just through being friends and having conversations on the way to school and like in class, because I also sat next to her, she would like figure out my like study habits and my work habits and realize that like half the time I'm just like copying the homework from other people in the morning and shit like that. Like, I was like that kid. Not because I was a Chad, but mostly because I was lazy and my friends were also smart. And did their work. And she would just like hear about all my my study habits and my like school effort and workflow and shit like that, and she would get so fucking annoyed because she would try so hard just to get like an 85, and then I would just be chilling doing absolutely nothing, not doing any of the homeworks, and get like a 90 on the tests and stuff. Because like when I actually applied myself, I was good. Like on the test I actually tried and stuff, I applied myself and I would get good grades because I'm just naturally smart. And then like she was out here tryharding her fucking ass off, getting like 80s and like not knowing, not understanding shit. And then I would just be like, sorry. To the point where she would like start trying to ask me for help, and I'd just be like, fucking, how do you not know that? And then she'd get mad at me because she'd be like, how the fuck do you know that? You don't even study. And I'm just like, listen, just retain information. Well, I don't know what you want from me. I wrote a 6-page 5 citation paper about some random art class and got an A on it. I had my roommate was a fucking like art sweat. He was like an artist. He like fucking made paintings and shit. And I had him just like go over my final paper and change a bunch of shit like the day before it was due, and I got a fucking like B. It was great. That was a class I did not go to. That was one of the classes. It was like my second semester, like my struggle town semester, where I was going home every 5 seconds. And I missed that class like every week essentially, like the max amount of times before I would start getting like points taken away. I remember I took a statistics class and there was no thing on the syllabus. I asked him about it too. He was like, listen, I don't have an attendance policy. Like if you don't show up, you're gonna fail. Like you're not gonna know what's going on. So that's like on you. I didn't show up. I got a fucking like C in the class. I was like, fuck you. I know what I don't need to come to your class to know what the fuck I'm doing. Little rat fucking teacher. Some old ass man showed his ass. I didn't show up to his class for like the rest of the semester after talking to him about it. I got a C on the final, or I got a C in the class. I like showed up to the final, took the final, and ended up with a C. Because I would hand in all my online assignments, like all my homeworks, and never go to the class. Still ended up with a C. Easy clap, boys. Social studies is probably like one of the easiest subjects to cheat in. I'll be real with you. I once had a teacher who would give like vocabulary quizzes on like basically like people's name, like historical figures' names, or like whatever fucking documentation or like shit, like the treaties and whatever. It was just like vocab words for social studies. And it was always a 10-question quiz, and he never changed them. So someone in the group, like we had a group chat for our class, someone dug up their older siblings' like old quizzes that he had saved in the binder and just shared all the answers for every quiz for the entire year. And what I would do was I'd rip like a microscopic piece of paper like this big, and I would write in the smallest handwriting possible like all the answers for the quiz. And then I would just keep it in the palm of my hand. I would just be sitting like this. And then by the time it came to doing the test, I sat like near the back, and I would just open my hand up a little bit, see all the answers, be done in 5 seconds, and then be like the 5th or 6th person to hand it in, so I don't look sus. And then I would just walk out of class with the cheat sheet in my hand and throw it out later on. And it was the easiest shit ever. I fucking scam the system. Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever. Change your fucking quizzes, you moron. And like I would go. One time I forgot to do it because I was like just fucking. I didn't think about it all day, and I had like 9th period social studies, and my grades were like 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, and then one like 50, and he was like, what the fuck happened this week? I was like, yeah, I forgot to study. Oh god, what a fucking idiot. Teachers are dumb. That's the thing you gotta realize, like, most teachers are teachers because it's like not that difficult of a profession to pick up, and most of them hate their job, so they're even worse than like if they're just a bad teacher, they're most likely just a fucking moron, and you can game the system. There's like a couple of teachers that like obviously care about their jobs and care about students and stuff and are very fair, which I never cheated in their class because they were good teachers and I didn't need to cheat. I fucking understood the information because they taught it well. But then there were some teachers that were just like, you hate your job, you hate the kids, we hate you, we hate your subject, so I'm gonna cheat in your class. Fucking rat. Just because you hate your life doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking succumb to your bullshit. Matthew, if a good teacher was a breeze? Yeah, I had the same teacher sophomore year and junior year. I had an 80 average, and then I had a 72 average the second year. I almost failed the fucking class. Thank God it wasn't like a statewide class. It was like a local thing, or it wasn't like, yeah, well, there was no state exam for the final. It was like a It was just like a county final or something. It was some weird thing where like this tests didn't go on my transcript essentially. It's like the one class I ever did really bad in high school was pre-calc, and it doesn't go on your transcript because it's not like a statewide class. And then I went into calc the next year and I had like 100 average. So my transcript literally looked like I was a math whiz. But in reality, I almost failed pre-calc because my teacher was so shit. Like basically, everything you learned in trigonometry gets transferred over to pre-calc, and like you use all those concepts in pre-calc. And I had the same guy for both classes. The trig class, I was like already doing poorly in because the guy's such a bad teacher. And then by the time pre-calc came around, it was using all the same concepts that I had, one, been bad at the year before, and two, forgotten all of it because the whole summer had passed. And I don't give a shit. I didn't retain any of that information over the summer. I was just glad I was out of trig. And then all of a sudden I have the same guy. We're using all the same concepts that I fucking was bad at and don't remember. And then I end up fucking doing poorly in that class. No fucking wonder. Because I had the same shitty teacher who doesn't know how to teach correctly. Because he's an asshole. And then literally the year after, let me know how I go from getting a 72 in pre-calc to acing calculus. It's literally pre-calculus, the class, and I got a 72 in. And then I go into actual calculus and I have 100 average. Literally because the teacher was so dog shit for pre-calc. Actually so cringe. I played solitaire in AP Calc because I had President and Teacher Simon's done, so my teacher couldn't say shit. I had a computer class, like computer programming and AP computer programming, and I literally it was first period always because they had it was like one of those classes, like magnet classes where like kids from other schools could come in for first period and like take the class because like my teacher was like the only teacher who knew programming in the county, I guess, or the fucking district. So we had some rats from other schools coming to our school for first period to take the class. And I would literally just ignore the class because I had no idea what was going on. I have no idea how to code. I would just ignore the class, do all my homeworks for like physics and math because they were due before first period, but I just like handed them in late and I basically snuck them into the bin under people's names without the teachers knowing because I was a rat, I guess. Because I would do them first period and like before first period in the library and then hand them in like during first period, which he started to get, they both teachers that required you to hand in your homework before the start of first period got tight about that at the end of the year, and they started being like, oh, I'm closing my door when the first period bell rings, like if your homework's not in by then, it doesn't count. And I would just be like, sorry, slipping it under the door, and they still counted it because they're fucking a bunch of assholes and they know they're assholes. But yeah, I used to just play games and do all my homework first period and then just like copy the code from one of my friends who was in the class. AP World History sucked. AP US was better. They all sucked, honestly. The classes were shit, but like the information's good. I think I just had bad teachers though. Calc 2, never took it. I went back and took pre-calc in college with an actual real college professor and got like an A, like an A- or something. Like I did well. So that teacher was just dog shit. It's further proof that the teacher was a shitter. I play on my phone all the class and it still ace the test? Exactly. That was me in high school. Not acing though. I would get like 90s. You remind me of me minus the cheating. Yeah, you probably still get 100 though. I would get like 80. I would be fine with an 85 because I would just not try and get 85. And the class average was like 80 for like chemistry or some shit like that. So I would just be like, I got an 85. I'm fine. I'm chilling. Bing chillin'. I wrote formulas in the back of the paper that comes with a calculator and then cover it up with the calculator sleeve in college. Exactly. Easy clap. I'm lucky I had a lot of good teachers. I had some pretty good teachers. I had some pretty bad teachers as well, though. It's like 50-50. Like, you either had a good teacher or you had a bad teacher. You never was a mediocre teacher. The only thing good about school is that it like, stops you from being a fucking degen, essentially. Because you're, like, waking up early. You're, like, creating a work ethic for yourself. Kind of, like, figuring yourself out of how you work, how you learn, how you tackle obstacles. Like, papers and shit like that. Makes you a better problem solver. Like, despite all the actual, regardless of what the content is of school, like the stupid bullshit, like just busy work essentially, it does teach you like how to be a productive human. We made like an inch of progress today. Literally every day we're making like one jump of worth of progress. It's so bad. Yeah, let's make a fucking fan-made custom map that has literally the biggest mechanic that everyone in the Jump King community hates, which is wind and cycles. And let's add an annoying-ass mechanic where you have to fucking walk against the wind and hit a jump while the wind is moving. Because people won't hate that. People will love that. Striker Shadow redacted. Redacted. My apology. DanCorona banned appeal. Okay, good heading. Good heading. College format. On the day of fuck. Oh, hold on. I need some music. On the day of the 18th, November 21st, Shadow received a month-long ban. He was told after 10 days that he would be allowed to appeal his ban by writing a 3-page essay, MLA formatted with 3 citations. What the fuck? Why citations? That's unformal. I don't like that. I'm underlining it in red marker and saying this is not appropriate. This ban was received whilst they were playing a game together titled Crab Game, made by creator Danny. The game is inherently mediocre and wasn't meant to be the game everybody played, as it was a spin-off of the major Netflix show called Squid Game. During their playtime of this game, they've been told to fight against each other for the win. 8 other players were playing alongside Shadow and Daniel, when Daniel and Shadow bumped into each other during one of these last man standing win situations. They had exchanged a few words. Daniel told Shadow that he would receive a month-long ban if he were to hit him off the platform to get closer to his win. Okay, this is already false. It was red light, green light. Then Shadow proceeded to hit Daniel off the edge and got banned. Also, false. You may be wondering, unless you're Dan, why would Shadow be writing an apology of this essay? Well, this question will be further explained. He doesn't even have the incident right. Hello? The incident is false. It was red light, green light, and he pushed me, and then he started talking shit. And I said, if you don't stop talking shit, I'm going to ban you. And then he kept talking shit, so I banned him. And then he kept talking shit after he was already banned. So I was like, if you don't stop talking shit again, you're going to be banned for a month. And he still kept talking shit. So then I banned him for a month. Okay, cry about. Alright, I don't even need to read the rest. You're banned. Stay banned, idiot.